we're well today and welcome to Happy Hamstrings. So today we're going to be bringing all the work into the hamstrings. So it's a really nice one to really improve your flexibility. So I hope you enjoy. I'm going to use a belt today, so you might want to pause me. If you want to quickly run and grab like a dressing gown rope is great. You can work as a rope like the belts for the hamstrings, or also even a big towel or a longer towel so that you can just wrap it around your foot. So anything that you think might work to wrap around the foot if you don't have the belt. So you're going to run and grab that now, and when you're ready you're going to come back and come down onto the back to get started. So we're going to begin hugging the knees into the chest. So lie back and hug your knees in. And then you can just relax your head to the floor to begin. And just allow the knees just to drive in towards the belly and draw the belly back to engage. And just take a nice big deep inhale here. And exhale, you're just going to let it go. Again, a nice big deep inhale. Exhale through the mouth. And then just gently place your feet to the floor. And just allow your legs to extend out in front of you. So we're going to stop to start. You can allow your feet to roll out to the sides, your hands to rest on your belly if you like, or away from the sides of your body. And take a nice big deep inhale through your nose here. Exhaling out through the mouth. Again, a deep inhale. And just let it go through your mouth. If you would like to connect that Ujjayi breath, it's a deep inhale through the nose. Exhale, keep the mouth closed, out through the nose. Just notice the stillness in the space. Notice your breath. We'll just take one last one here. And then gently you're going to hug your left knee in towards your chest down, allowing the right leg to relax. And then from here, you're going to hold the back of your upper leg and just allow that leg to extend towards the sky. And you can flex your toes and point them towards your face. And then we'll just bend the knee again and we'll let it extend. We'll just take one more of those. So saying a little good morning to your hamstrings. And then we'll bend the knee again. And if you have that strap or anything you have with you now, you're going to unravel it and place your foot on the inside of the belt or the dressing gown even. So you're going to place the ball of the foot around the loop of whatever you have with you today. And then you're going to just allow your head to relax and hold either side of your belt or dressing gown. So you can keep the length through the leg or bend your knee a little bit more. So see how it feels to lengthen through the back of the leg. And we'll just keep flexing through the toes Take a big inhale here. And as you exhale, see if you can bring the toes a little closer towards the head. And just take deep breaths here. Working with that Ujjayi breath. That deep inhale through the nose. Exhaling towards the nose. So as we start to open up and build flexibility to the hamstrings, we also open up through the back of the body as well, so the lower back. Sometimes if you're feeling maybe a little bit tight in your lower back, it could be maybe your hamstrings are taking all the work. So together they work as one, so it's a really great way to release any tension through the back or the hamstrings if we release one or the other. Just allow yourself to work along with your breath now. So as you breathe in, exhale, see if you can bring the leg a little further back towards the head or the face even. We'll just take about a minute here. So it's a bit of yin going on, I think, with this one. And just really breathe into it. I always say in class to think about sending your breath, or imagine sending your breath to that space. So the back of the upper leg. About another 30 seconds. My hamstrings feel better already. So if you're doing a lot of walking lately or maybe running, you might be feeling this one. And for 3, for 2, and we'll just bend that knee. And we'll just pop the belt out to the side. You're going to just hold the outer edge of the thigh with your left hand. So left hand to outer edge of the thigh, and we're going to keep our right hand on the right hip and allow that knee on the left hand side to just open out towards the side. So we're just kind of counterbalancing. And just take a little breath here. Exhaling to hold it there. And keeping that right hip in contact with the earth. So you're not rolling over to the side. And then gently come back in. And we'll switch it up. So we'll bring the left one in. We'll hug it in towards our chest. And then we'll hold the back of the thigh as we lengthen up through the leg to extend it towards the sky. We'll take a big inhale here. Exhale, we'll just bend our knee and bring the knee in towards the belly. And we'll go again, big inhale to lift. Exhale to bend. Well done, one more here. Exhale. And then we're going to take our belt again. We're going to place it on the ball of the foot on the right side. And we'll come to find our hamstring stretch. So we're lengthening through the opposite leg. Big inhale here. And as we exhale, we're taking the leg towards the face. And just make sure you've done the other leg. Really important that you do the other leg. And just take a nice couple of breaths here to begin. Again, if it just feels like so much pressure on the back of your thigh, please feel free to just bend that knee. And then just allow the toes to come back that way. You're just still going to feel a stretch here. I still feel it even when you bend. So another way to really connect to your breath is just to close the eyes. And I know I probably speak about this enough that you already know, but really think about coming internal, because a lot of the time our focus is always outside. So really think about just coming inside. connect to how you feel physically, energetically, and emotionally. Just another 30 seconds here. Every time you exhale, you're seeing if you can take the leg or the foot closer towards the face. Use your breath so you can go deeper in the pose. And then very gently, you're going to release the leg. You're going to just take your foot out of the belt, pop it to the side, and then just from here, holding the outer edge of the right thigh, just allow the knee to drop. Keeping the left hip on the floor and the right knee opening to the right hand side. And then from here, gently come in. Let's hug both of the knees in now. So hopefully you're feeling a little warmer in those hamstrings. And then we're going to hold the back of the upper leg, engage the belly, a little rock forward, a little rock back until you come all the way up and plant your feet. Well done. We're going to cross through the legs and come on to all fours. So bringing your hands underneath your shoulders, we'll just spread the fingers and then we'll bring our knees together. So we're in tabletop, but our knees are together. We're going to draw the belly back, and we have done this before in previous videos, but we're going to really engage our hamstrings with this one. So we're going to arch the lower back, belly sinks to the earth, and we're lifting the feet towards the butt. And then as we exhale, we're just going to release that. And then we're going to roll up through the spine for cat, so taking the eye gaze towards the belly. So a big inhale, we're going to lift the hamstrings, lift the feet towards the hips, gaze to look forward on an in-breath. And on the out-breath, we're going to release the feet around the spine and curl up. Twice more. Inhale. It's such a great way to switch on your hamstrings. Even though we've switched them on enough, I'm sure already. Curl up. I don't know about you, but I just always feel like hamstrings need to be stretched all the time. And then round up. Coming back to your flat back. We'll just take our knees hip width now. The hands are shoulder width. And we'll tuck our toes and we'll slide the hips back in space for downward facing dog. We'll soften our knees and press the butt back towards the back of the room. And then just allow your shoulders to roll away from your ears and think about the shoulder blades, so I call it the wing part of the back. Think about them spreading away from one another. And we'll just lift onto our tippy toes and we will bend our left knee and straighten our right leg. So bend the left knee, straighten the right one. And eye gaze, if you can, towards your belly. So press your right heel down into the earth. And then we'll just switch that up. We'll straighten the left heel and we'll bend the right knee. Breathing deep here. And we'll come back to our normal downward dog. We'll soften both of our knees. We'll slide the hips back in space. And we'll bend our knees. Slide the hips back a little bit more. So bend them a little more, slide the hips back more. Look forward. See if you can step your left foot between your hands. Lower the back knee to the earth. Well done. Keeping the toes tucked at the back and the front knee over ankle. We'll see if we can rise up now. Sweep the arms and find our lunge. Breathing here. Big inhale. Exhale. Just allow our right hip to slide forward and our left heel, think about gripping it back towards the back of the mat. And take a couple of Ujjayi breaths here. Deep inhale through your nose. Exhaling. One more. And then just release your hands to the floor. From here, slide your hips back in space, taking a half split. So hips slide back, start to lift onto the heel and the toes flex up towards the sky. So with this, we want to think about, for this particular way, that our hips are over our knees. And then again, just allow the toes to point back. You might need a bigger knee bend here because the hamstrings could be singing at you, or you can start to straighten the leg a little bit more. So again, it's totally up to how your body's feeling. We'll take a big inhale to flat back. Exhale, we're going to fold forward and release our head towards our knee. Big inhale, flat back. Lengthen the spine. Exhale to fold forward. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold forward. And we're going to just stay in the fold now. Think about toes flexing up towards the face. Hips sliding back. If you want to relax that back foot as well, you can untuck it. Think about bringing your chest towards your thigh. Notice how everything feels at the back of the upper leg. And then we'll gently come forward. Well done. From here, we're going to tuck our toes at the back, lifting our knee off the floor into a runner's lunge. And we'll just lift them to the fingertips so the chest is open. We'll take a little rock forward and a little rock back. So rock forward towards the front of the mat and rock back. Breathing in and breathing out. And if it's too much, you're going to keep your knee on the floor as well. And from here, either staying here or start to slide the left hip back in space. Keep on the ball of the back foot. Lift the chest and you're in a pyramid variation. So you can start to straighten this front leg or keep more of a micro bend if you like, or just come back to the lunge or knee down. So there's loads of options for you here. If you're at me, we're sliding the hips back. You might like to come onto the heel of the foot now. So it's a big one. It's a big ask for your hamstrings as well. So please feel free to keep the foot flat if you prefer. So this left hip is sliding back in space towards the back of the mat. We'll take a big inhale for flat back here. And exhale, we'll just release our chest and our head towards our leg. And try that once more. Big inhale, flat back. Exhale, release the head. And just take a little hold here. Deepen that Ujjayi, that big inhale. Keeping the mouth closed, exhale. And then from here, we're just going to plant the foot. We're going to come back into a runner's lunge. Then we're going to step the back foot in closer to meet the front one. So come in a little, just enough that you can spin to the pinky toe edge of the foot, of the back foot. And then you've got pyramid. So make sure the back foot is on the floor. So that's kind of how you can judge the width of the legs. Your stance, you're going to bring it in a little, so it's a little bit narrower. And then either straight in the front leg or that little micro bend. If you're at me, we're straightening and sliding the hips back, allowing the forehead to release towards the knee. So just before this, we did a pyramid variation, and now we're in full pyramid. Again, if that's too much, you're going to bend that knee a little. Sliding the hips back in space. We'll take an inhale for flat back. Exhale for folding. One more, inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. And again, it's just we're going to hold here, and it's so nice to work with the flat backs as well because you follow your breath that way. You follow the movement with the breath. And then from here, we're going to bend the knee, we're going to slide the back leg back so we come back into a runner's lunge like magic, and then go downward facing dog. Whew, well done. Feet are hip width, hands are shoulder width, and slide the hips back in space. And then from here, we're going to bend the knees a lot more, so it's more like a crouch. Slide the hips back, gaze to look forward, and then right foot is going to step through. Well done. Lower the back knee to the earth. We'll keep the toes tucked here. We'll take a big inhale and we'll lift up. Exhale, we'll just, we won't wobble like me. We'll slide the left hip forward and we'll lengthen up through the sky, up to the arms. Breathing here. Think about your right heel gripping back towards the back of the mat, so everything almost squeezes and switches on. Big inhale, big exhale. We'll take two. One more. And then reaching for the ground. Half split, we're going to slide the hips back in space, and if it's good, you're going to lift the heel onto the heel and flex the toes up towards the sky. Lift the heel. I'm mixing all my words up today. So from here, you're going to think about that hip going back towards the knee and lift the chest. As you exhale, you're going to fold over the leg. Try again, big inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold forward. Last one, inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. We're going to hold it here. You can relax that back foot if you like. Deepening your breath. Really feel that kind of energy or connection with the back of the thigh. Deepening your exhale so you might be able to just go a little deeper in your pose. And then very gently coming forward. Well done. You're going to tuck your back toes, lift the knee off, runner's lunge. So we're going to rock forward towards the front of the mat and then rock back. Rock forward a little and rock back. And we'll do one more. Well done. Stay here, or pyramid variation, you're going to slide that right hip crease back, start to lengthen the leg, and then take a breath here. So you're on the ball of your back foot. Big inhale to look forward, flat back, and exhale to fold. And we'll try one more. Inhale to look forward. Exhale, we'll hold it there. Again, if you want to bend the knee more, that's totally cool. Just working to whatever feels best for you. It might just feel best for you at the time, the day. And just notice how everything feels on this side. And then we're going to come forward into runner's lunge. And we're going to take that next pyramid. So we're going to bring the back foot in a little closer to the front one, enough that you can spin to the pinky toe edge of the back foot, press the heel down, and start to straighten the leg. We'll take this back foot in a little bit narrower in towards the right one, so our stance is more closed in, and we'll slide that right hip crease back. We'll take a big inhale to gaze to look forward, and exhale, we'll fold forward. Again, a big inhale, gaze to look forward. Exhale, fold. Well done. Deepen your breath. Let's hold it here. Feeling all that lovely energy through the back of the leg. Working with your jaw to just exhale out any of that tension. And then from here, we'll just bend the knee, come forward, we'll slide that left leg back. And then we'll take a downward facing dog. Well done. Breathing here in your dog. Gaze to look forward, roll into plank so the shoulders come over the wrists. And it's actually the first plank today, so we'll give ourselves a little rock forward, a little rock back. Again, if you need your half plank, you're going to just take it now, drop to your knees. But if you're okay, you're just going to take a couple of breaths. So a little push back through the heels. Elbow creases are smiling at one another, so they're coming inwards. And breathe into the space between the shoulder blades. We'll lower to our knees. We'll dip the belly to the floor. We'll arch the lower back. We'll bend the elbows. Our chest, our chin comes down. We'll hold it there. Take a big inhale. Slide forward, cobra, release the toes. Or up dog. Coming forward, lifting the knees and thighs if you can. Exhale, downward facing dog. Well done. Breathe here. We are going to do the sequence on each leg one more time, but we're going to move just a little bit quicker. So bending the knees, that was a good thing or a bad thing. Slide the hips back in space, gaze to look forward. Left leg is going to step through between the hands. Lower the back knee. Big inhale, we'll float the arms up. Exhale, we're going to allow the right hip to slightly come forward, with the left hip to grip the back of the mat. One more big inhale. Exhale, we're going to reach for the floor. Half split, slide your left hip back in space. Lift the ball of the foot if you can. Take a big inhale to look forward. Exhale, we're going to fold and hold there. So I want you to really start to tap into how it feels the second time round. Hopefully it feels a little bit looser. It might not, don't worry. But just it's really nice to become aware of how things are feeling in your body. And then very gently you're going to slide forward. Well done. Pyramid variation. Tuck the toes, lift the knee. We're going to just take a little rock forward here, a little rock back, a little rock forward, and back. One more. Holding here. Pyramid variation, slide the hips back, start to lengthen the leg, relax the crown of the head, and if you can, you're going to lift onto the ball of the foot. Breathing here. Or lift onto the heel of the foot, lift the ball of the foot. Big inhale to look forward, exhale to fold. Again, if you need to, bend that knee a little bit more. Never be afraid to bend. Deepen your breath. One more. Exhale, come forward into that runner's lunge. Step the back foot in a little closer. Spin to the pinky toe edge of the foot. So both heels are planted into the earth, and maybe start to straighten that front leg or keep that knee bend. Deepen your breath. Just make sure you've narrowed your stance a little so you're not hip width this time. You're in a little bit closer. Really relax your head now. Deepen your inhale. Deepen your exhale. And one more. Exhale, slide back for runner's lunge. Downward facing dog. Well done. Breathing in downward dog. Slide the hips back. Bend the knees more. Look forward. Right foot is going to step through or knees to the floor. Right foot through, back knee lands. Big inhale, float the arms up. Exhale, hold it here. Slide the left hip forward, pull the right heel to the back of the mat. One more breath. Exhale, fold. Half split, lengthen the front leg, slide the hips back, and lift the toes. You might relax that back foot. Big inhale to look forward, exhale to fold. Now for me, this is always a tighter side because I usually demonstrate more on the other one, so it doesn't get as much work. But it's really just nice, as I said, just to become aware of those differences. As I always say, celebrate the difference. We'll take one big inhale. Exhale, we'll come forward. Well done. Tuck the toes, lift the knee. We'll just start to rock forward a little and back. Focusing with the breath. And then from here, sliding that hip crease back in space. You might lift the ball of the foot and come onto the heel. Gaze to look forward on an in-breath. Exhale to release the head. Just notice how you feel. And then come back to find that runner's lunge again. And from here, you're going to bring the back foot in a little closer, spin to the pinky toe edge, narrow the stance. Big inhale to look forward, exhale to just release the head. And you might find now that actually you couldn't straighten your leg at the beginning, but you can get a bit more length now, and that's cool. That's progressing with the breath. But if you can't, it's no worries again. It might just take you a couple more sessions just to open up. And I actually love to practice the sequence like at least once a week. So I have happy hamstrings. And then bend, we'll just slide back into that runner's lunge, downward facing dog. You can stay here or roll through your vinyasa into plank. We'll lower to our knees, we'll dip and arch the back, chest, chin. We'll hold it there with the hips up, and then we'll slide forward. Lifting to up dog, hips sliding forward towards the thumbs. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take a big inhale. We'll open the eyes, stick the thumb out. One more. Well done for being good sports. And then look forward. We're going to walk up, but really plant the feet. So take your time, walking to the top. And we're going to bring our big toes to touch. And we'll just have a little gap in the heels. We're taking a big inhale to flop back. Look forward, or hands to legs. Exhale, fold forward. But with this fold, we're going to wrap our arms behind the back to clasp maybe the wrists. Now, you can see from, hopefully in the video, that I'm not actually fully straightening my legs and locking them out. I need to keep a knee bend and relax the head, because I just have a bit of tightness there in the hamstrings. So I always keep a little micro bend and then work with the breath to hopefully straighten it up. So please feel free to start off with more of a bend and just really relax the crown of the head. And over time with the breath, you might feel like you can straighten a little and lift the tailbone to the top of the butt up towards the sky. Or you might be able to clasp your elbows, opposite elbows at the back. Don't worry if you can't. Don't force or push yourself to get there. You will get there sometime. Just deepen your breath. And from here, we're just going to release and take a big inhale. Sweep the arms up and over the head. Palms touch. Exhale, we'll just fold forward, open the arms wide. And from here, we're going to make our way to sit. So you can tuck one foot behind if that feels good for you. And just make your way down. Well done, we're nearly there. You're going to roll back and find the floor. Well done. Hug the knees in towards the chest. And just relax your head. Big inhale here. Big exhale. We're going to extend the right leg and hug the left one in. We are going to come back to the belt now for a second round. So we're going to hug. We're going to wrap the belt around the ball of the foot. I'm sorry guys, I'm all over the place in my words today. Like, it's one of those days. So we are going to lengthen through the leg if we can. But why we're doing this is I want you to see how it feels compared to the start. So when we first start off, it's always going to feel a bit more like, how am I going to do this? So hopefully now it just feels a little bit more open. So take a big inhale here. And exhale, we'll just allow the toes to come towards the face. And we won't be here for long, we'll just take a couple of breaths. Just really become aware of the back of your upper leg, your hamstring. You might like to breathe out through your mouth if you've been doing your dry. Feel free to do that. And then very gently, we're going to bend that knee, but we're going to pop the right one in. So just a quicker way, easier way. So we'll bring the ball of the foot to the belt and we'll extend through the left one. And then we'll just bring the leg back a little. Again, notice this side. For me, it's more open, but it's still a little bit tighter than the left. A little bit, not even tight, just not as much give. You know that feeling where you're like, no, this is it. This is where I am. Again, you might close your eyes. Connect to the breath. And then very gently just bend and we'll just come out of that. Pop the belt or whatever you have with you today to the side. Hug your knees in. And I'm going to finish, anybody could guess, in a happy baby pose. Since we're having happy hamstrings, might as well finish in happy baby. So bring our knees nice and wide, holding the front of the legs or the ankles. Or then the soles of the feet lift. Or you might hold the outer edges of the feet, or maybe the big toes. So lots of options. We'll allow the knees to open out and the tailbone, so the lower back and tailbone pressing to the earth. And you might give yourself a little happy rock here. If I could think of one pose that I would do every day, just one if I had to pick, it would be happy wig. Because it's such a nice opening for the hips but also the back. And then very gently just bring the feet in and the knees in, give yourself a little hug. And then we'll just pop our feet on the floor and we'll stretch them out long into Shavasana. Thank God, says Muse. You can pop anything on that you might need to keep it a little bit warmer. You can allow your feet to roll out to the sides, hands to rest on the belly, or away from the sides of your leg. And just feel the heaviness of your body as it connects to the earth. And feel free to, if you prefer, to lie with the knees bent, or you might prefer to sit up, just making this totally right for you. From the crown of the head, right to the tips of the toes. Just allow yourself to drift. Allow yourself this time to just stop. Soften through the muscles in your face. Notice that breath towards the belly area like a wave. Maybe notice the heat around the back of the legs, the hamstrings, or even the calves. Strong legs. Just give yourself a minute now to completely relax and let go. Not worrying about anything going on around you, or thoughts that just can't seem to leave you. Try not to delve into those thoughts. You're exactly where you need to be. As your breath starts to grow, you might like to wiggle your fingers a little, or your toes. You might like to stretch or point and flex the feet. Just moving in a way that feels nice. You might hug your knees in. And when it feels good, you're going to roll onto the right hand side or whatever side. Pausing for a moment, resting the head, and then press yourself up to find a seat. Relaxing the hands, we're coming into that yoga mudra. Thumb index finger together, we'll open the palms up towards the sky. Take a big inhale here. Give me a big sigh. Big inhale. Big sigh out. Again, a big inhale. Big sigh. Rubbing the hands together, creating that heat, that fire in you. And once they're nice and warm, place them over your heart. And just repeating these words to yourself. Maybe you say them out loud. I am enough. I do enough. I have enough. So I am enough. I do enough. I have enough. And thumbs to the forehead, a sign of peace. To the lips for gratitude. To the heart for love as we bow namaste. Well done, guys. I hope your hamstrings are happy. Mine definitely are. It's actually amazing how I began so tight and I feel so much more open now. So I hope you do too. Please let me know how you get on. You know, I really value your feedback and even just your chats. And I hope you have a lovely day or evening. I will see you Monday for sweat, of course, and Friday for who knows. I never decide until a couple of days before, so we'll see. But sending you lots and lots of love and virtual hugs. Take care. Bye bye.